Hello, my name is Mira and I'm the maker behind MIRAS KNITS on Instagram and YouTube. And this is my little corner on the internet where I talk about my hobbies, mostly about knitting. Maybe I'll include some sewing projects in the future, but right now I'm just concentrating more on knitting. It's been a while, at least for me. As I said, I try to make these videos once a week or every 2 weeks, but I think now it's been maybe a month or 3 weeks, just because I started a new semester and it was quite hard for me to find a rhythm, I guess, in my life. And yeah, because uni of course comes first and not the social media thing and YouTube. I did some knitting, but I just didn't have any time to record videos. And then I also visited my family in Berlin for 2 weeks, and then I didn't want to bring all my knitting to film a podcast there. Oh, I think I'm quite light. Is that better? I hope it's better. It seemed like I was too bright. And yes, so this is my knitting podcast number 5, I think. Yes, so something about my person as we get more here. I probably, not every one of you watched my first video where I talked a bit about myself, but yeah, I'm 21 years old. I turn 22 next week on the 7th of November, or in 2 weeks, I'm not quite sure. And yes, I moved with my boyfriend. We are originally from Berlin. I'm from Germany and we're from Berlin, and we moved to the north of Germany, and yeah, we study here, both study here. And I guess that's enough about me, and let's go on with the podcast. And I thought maybe this time we switch it up a bit and I'll do the podcast from the back. As you know, most podcasters do like my finished objects, my whips, my acquisitions, and what I want to knit in the future. And yeah, I want to start in the back. So this time I really try to figure out how to put the timestamps in the video, so you can, I guess if you're only interested in what I'm knitting on or things like that, you can skip to this part. So yeah, we'll see. So I thought maybe we switch it up this time. And yeah, so we're starting in the back. So that's with my podcast is what I want to knit on in the future. And yeah, I did another big order with drops yarn. I did ordered, I think a month ago, I did like a huge order. And I bought yarn for a zipper sweater, for the canvas sweater. Oh, I need to get my canvas sweater. I forgot to put it here. Then for the Sky Comor sweater and the Ingrid sweater, but I don't. I don't know what it is with me, but when Petite Knit, the Ingrid sweaters by Petite Knit, and when she came out with it, or you know, she always does the previews of her designing it, I guess, and I don't really like it. And then, you know, it's always the same, and then everybody posts about it, and then I don't know, you kind of think you like it. So I thought I want to knit it too, and then I found a picture in like a similar color like this one, but I decided to not knit this Ingrid sweater. It's just, I don't know, I don't really like the design, and it's the same with the Moby sweater. I know it's like everybody's knitting it right now, but the thing I don't like, I want to knit the cable sweater. I'll show you the one, or say which one I want to knit. Maybe I need to put my, because I don't know if you can hear it, but the shaking of the thingy where my candles are. And yes, so, and the same with the Moby sweater. I knew I wanted to knit the cable sweater, and I like the design of the Moby sweater with the crosses and then the cables. But what I don't like, I don't know if it's called moss stitch, I don't know what's called in English, but you know, the part on the sides, and these designers do the part because then it's easier for them designing it and it's not so difficult to grade, I guess. But the thing I don't like, because it's a dropped shoulder, I think it's what it's called, and on the shoulder you have the cables, and then you have like a huge part where it is just I don't know if it's moss stitch, but you know, the normal stitch. And that's one thing I really didn't like. And then for the smaller sizes, it was okay, because it just looked like 2 or 3 centimeters or 1. But for the bigger sizes, it was like a huge, you know, part. And yeah, that's why I didn't want to knit it. So I was looking for cable sweater patterns, and I found 3. I found more, but for these 3 I have yarn right now. So yeah, I want to start with, that's the swatch for, it's by My Favorite Things Knitwear, with the V-neck. I think it's 20, let me look it up. But yeah, that's the swatch. It has like a huge cabling, a couple of different ones. So yeah, so that's the pattern. I don't know if you can see it. So that's the sweater, and it's, oh yeah, it's sweater 20. So that's what I will knit with this yarn. It's the Drops Lima and the Drops, what's it called, Kid Silk, I think. I'll put the color names, I think, down in the description or in the video, but we'll see where I put it. And yeah, it's in this really, really nice red color. Maybe focuses because now it's too light. It's more like this here, but I don't know if it's in focus. But yeah, so it has like a huge cable and then a couple other ones. And then I also did I found a pattern. I don't know if you remember. I have like 5 skeins of this pinky yarn, and it's originally, I think, a sock yarn. And I never knew what I wanted to knit with it. And then I thought about a champagne cardigan, but I also already have one. So yeah, so I didn't want to knit it again. And then yeah, so I found this. It's we won't see it, but it's, you know, it's like the spin cycle yarn. It has different colors. Here it looks quite one color, but it has different ones in the skein. It's a pink and then a peach and then a red, but a light red, not like a red, I guess. But yeah, that is or will be the sweater, also by My Favorite Things Knitwear, and it is 15. Yeah, but I already know, I think I'll do some alternations on the sleeves, just because I like my sleeves more fitted and not as wide as it seems to be. I don't know if that's the case, because I can't start the pattern. Because I did the swatch with the mohair that was left from my zipper sweater, because I do the color blocks, I guess. And yeah, so I need to buy this mohair again. And then I ordered from Drops because my boyfriend actually asked me to knit something for him. We'll see if he will keep it or if I have another zipper sweater. But he wanted a zipper sweater in a gray, and he chose the color I'll show you later. So I did a yarn order from Drops. And I also ordered yarn for my next project I want to knit, and this is the ribbed cabled sweater by Knitting for Olive. Yeah, as I said, I put the names of the yarn in the description. So that's just the Kid Silk. I think it's 3 strands. I don't like the camera right now because it doesn't focus. I don't know, maybe it's because everything is light. I don't know why I'm so bright. I just have my settings on auto, so I don't have to do anything because I'm not good with the tech thing. But yes, so I ordered a yarn for this one, and then I also ordered, just because for the shipping, and I hate paying shipping, so I just order, I guess, for yarn from a more pattern. Because I'm always like, oh, you can buy another 2 balls of yarn for the price. So I'm like, okay. And then always, I think for 70 euros, you have free shipping. Where I ordered from, I ordered this yarn from Wool Ellie. I'll put a link down below so you can, because they had like a huge sale on all the drops yarn. And yeah, I bought quite a lot. The sale's over now, but I'm pretty sure she'll do another one. And then I also ordered yarn for the Darling Wrap by Knitting for Olive because I love the pattern. And I also already knitted 2 of them, I think. And yeah, I ordered another yarn. And then a day later, I just decided to do this color combination for the sweater 15 by My Favorite Things Knitwear. And of course, I didn't order the yarn. Or already ordered the yarn. So yeah, I'll wait until I'm ordering yarn again to buy the yarn or the mohair for the sweater. But for these 2 sweaters I have yarn, and I have a lot more yarn in my stash, so we're good. But yeah, anyways, right now I'm kind of on a knitting low. I'm just doing a couple of rows just because with uni and you know all the stuff you have to do outside of your classes, I guess, it's just a lot, and I'm always exhausted afterwards, and then I just do a couple of rounds and that's it. So I guess I'm a slow knitter now. Before that I was a really fast knitter. But yeah, that's it. So we'll move on for the yarn. We move on to the acquisitions, and for the yarn I bought, I'll do a separate haul video because it's just too much to fit it in here. And yes, for the acquisitions, as I said, I was looking to buy myself a set of needles just because I only have a 3mm needle left and I think a 4mm. Because I had this wooden set, but they kept breaking on me, so I decided to buy metal one. Anyways, I like knitting with metal needles more. I know that's probably most of you hate knitting with metal needles. That's just how most people are. And my mom hates it when, or maybe she doesn't hate it, but she's always like, why can't you knit on these needles? Doesn't it bother you that, you know, they click together? Because she just knits on wooden ones. And yes, so I bought myself a needle set because I needed more needles because I couldn't knit on anything. And yes, so I decided on the smaller set on the Knit Pro. Oh yeah, I wanted to buy the Chaigu, or I don't just the normal ones with the red lace, and not the expensive new ones. But I already have a lot of the Knit Pro cards, like, you know, these ones. They just have this one and then you put the end here. And I knit, or I have, or need a lot of them. And, you know, with the Chaigu ones, you need new ones. And then I kind of did the math, and I needed to pay over 300 euros just to have a couple of cords in the set and, you know, everything. So I decided on these ones. These are the Knit Pro Cabones. I don't know how you pronounce it, but they say it's like carbon. I don't know how you know, the black material, but it just looks like, I don't know, not like this one. It looks more like plastic or whatever, but you know, they're metal and they're black, have a black part when you grab them. And what I love about these needles, they're quite sharp, because this is a 4.5mm and they're still sharper than my old ones. Why is it not focusing? So now, And with the 3mm ones, you can like really see it. How sharp they are. And I also bought a sock needle, or it's not a sock needle, it's just a I knit all of my socks on 2.5mm on a 80cm cord, I think I bought, or maybe a 90. I'm not quite sure. I knit my socks with the magic loop and my sleeves and everything now. I had like small circular needles, but they were the first ones to break on me. But yeah, so it's a set, it's 3mm and then I think up to 6mm. And I already put like, you know, that's the problem I had. I had one small needle of the wooden ones and then a big one, and it was just annoying. So yeah, I put my old needles in here too, and my cabling needle. And you also have a pocket right here. Of course, I'm using all of my cords and I need to buy more. But yeah, here you have a small pocket where you can put things in. And I like the case. With most needle sets, you have like ugly cases. And I think this one is okay. So there are worse ones, I guess. And then another acquisition is I finally bought myself, I don't know what you call them, but they're for blocking your pieces. They're like combs, I guess, and I love them. I need to buy more. They were like, I think 10 of the big ones and 10 of the smaller ones, or I think it was less. But I need to buy more because now it takes a lot longer for my knitting to dry, just because we're not heating as much and it's quite cold where I live already. And yeah, so it takes my knitting to dry a couple of days, and yes. So, but we're not buying them right now. And then the last acquisition, I think, I'm not quite sure because it was a long time ago. I bought the 52 Weeks of Shawls book. And maybe some of you know I do like a challenge where I want to knit all of the 52 weeks of sock patterns. And I found, I'm not a shawl knitter, but I found a pattern on Instagram I fell in love with it. So I googled the designer and it was from this book. And then I looked more into the patterns from the book and I found a couple ones, and then I thought, of course you can buy them separately, but one pattern is like €7, and so you could buy 3 patterns or you buy 52 patterns. I don't want to knit all of them. I put like I don't know what you call them, but I have things in here with the patterns I like. But I originally bought the pattern. Where is it? Oh, for the flower one, for this one. I don't know why. I just fell in love with it. But right now I don't have cords, needles, and time to cast on a shawl. Maybe in the future, but right now I really want to cast on the sweater number 20, and me and my boyfriend travel to Berlin tomorrow for his birthday, and I want to take my wool or yarn for the sweater and start it there. But we'll see, because I have a lot of unfinished objects, and I promised myself that I'll finish a bigger garment, just not a hat, like a cardigan or a sweater, before I cast on a new. So we'll see about that or how that goes. So that's it for the acquisitions, I think. Oh no, I have another acquisitions. I bought myself a bag, a project bag. This bag is by Grena. They have a shop in Berlin, not where I live. I went there because I needed yarn for my camisole number 2, also by My Favorite Things Knitwear, because I ran out of yarn. and I bought yarn online from them, but it was the wrong color. So I was like, okay, you're going to Berlin next week, so you just buy it there. And you know, and then I bought the yarn and it was the wrong one again. But to be honest, I think they don't carry it anymore. It's not that long ago, so I bought it this summer, like 2 or 3 or 4 months ago. But yeah, so I don't know what I'll do with the top. Maybe we'll do like a really cropped one. We'll see. So it's in the corner right now because I don't know what to do with it. But yeah, so I bought a project bag. And in here's my zipper sweater right now, but I'll show it later. So moving on to the next part of my videos. My challenges. I do a challenge part in my podcast. Yeah, at first I started just with the 52 weeks of socks, so I wanted to show my progress and everything. But as I said in my last podcast, I'm not doing the knitting 1 pair of sock in 1 week anymore, just because I don't know, and I didn't feel good because I always knew I was behind, and then I put too much pressure on me myself, and then I had to knit like 2 pairs in a week. I did it for 2 weeks or 1 week, but it was just too much, and I still want to enjoy knitting these socks. So I decided to just knit on them when I want, and I'll finish the 52 weeks of socks. But maybe not in a year, probably not in a year. So yeah, I'm knitting right now on the 7th pair, I think. I do in the order. I'm on the rocking chair and I think it's the 7th week. Yeah, I'm almost done, so we'll see when I start the next pair, but to be honest, right now I'm not into sock knitting that much. So we'll see. But yeah, my second challenge is a bed cover. I'm crocheting. I started crocheting this bed cover 2 years ago. Maybe 1.5, but I think right now it's like 2 years. Yeah, it's huge. It's in the waffle stitch, and yeah, it's supposed to be over 2 by 2 meters because our bed is really big, and I'm on 1 meter in the length right now. I don't know. I think it's more than 2 meters in the width. But yeah, I did some scrolls. Of course, they are quite long. Yes, it's huge, I know, and yeah, I'm at the half, so we'll see when I'll finish it. But yeah, I picked it up again, and my challenge was to knit like 2 rows, so 1 square a week. We'll see. With that, I guess I should have been finished if I kept doing it, but I didn't. But I want to when we're coming back from Berlin, so we come back on Saturday, I think, because we have to go to uni on Monday, but we'll see. Today is Thursday. So and when we come back, I want to do a challenge for 1 week where I try to crochet 1 square, so it's 2 rows in a day. So I think I should be able to do this because I really want to be finished with this bed cover. And yes, so that's for the challenge part. It's hard to go backwards. So the next part is works in progress, I think. So as I said, my boyfriend wanted a zipper sweater. So first I wanted to knit it for him for his birthday, but his birthday is today, and that's how far I am. So I guess, I don't know where it's, I can't pull it out because the yarn is stuck somewhere around here. I don't want to break it. Oh no, the cord broke, so it fell off, so now we have to be careful. But yeah, it's a zipper sweater. I'm knitting it with 2 strands of the Drops Flora in the dark gray. And yeah, I already did 1 alternation just because for the zipper sweater man it's just normal ribbing, and I would like with the zipper sweater the twisted rib more, so that's just what I changed. But yes, so I guess not much progress there. We'll see if one wears faster. And then another project also for my boyfriend, who wanted a hat. I already knitted him, I think 1 or 2, but he wanted a green one too, and this is some random yarn I bought on my vacation on Denmark, I think over a year ago. And yes, so I'm knitting him the Oslo hat by Petite Knit, I think it is. I do a couple of alternations with these because I think I already knitted like 5 of them. I basically knitted one for everyone in my family because they are 1 and 1, and I have 2, I think. So I have a whole collection. But yes, so I'm not doing it according to pattern. I don't know. I just have down how she designed it, and that's how I knit it. But I don't know if my stitches are the same or centimeters or whatever. So, but yeah, it's the pattern. So unfortunately, there's no name to this yarn. It's just a random. They sell it as hand-dyed yarn, but I think it's more commercial. But yes, so we're almost done with this one. And yeah, that's his birthday present, so I really need to finish this today. But yeah, it's just that decreases. I think I have 1 more centimeter, and then we have the decreases. And then my another work in progress, as I said, these are the rocking chair socks from the 52 weeks of sock challenge book, I think. And I just need another repeat of the just normal stitched, and then of the ribbing, and then I do the decreases for the toe, and then these socks are finished. So I don't have that much left, but as I said, I'm not into knitting right now. And these are the needles I bought, so I think it's 80 centimeters and 2.5 millimeters. And I'm knitting these socks with the Lamana Merida. So Lamana is the brand, and the wool is called Merida. And it's a really, really soft wool yarn. I love this yarn. It has a silk content, I think it's 30 or 20% silk, and then some nylon or polyamide, I don't know, and then just wool. And yes, and then my other work in progress is my zipper sweater. And I would have, I don't know, maybe some of you know, but I do like a color change thing with my sweater. And I wanted to finish it, and then so I show you. So I start with the red, and then it merged into a pink, a green, a gray, and then down here a white. So I finished one sleeve, and then I wanted to do the other sleeve, but I don't know what happened. I have enough yarn, or it's just a mohair. That's not enough. I have enough mohair for the white and the gray part, but not for the green part. But the thing is, all these parts are the same length. So I don't know why I don't have any more of the green mohair, but I don't. And I tried knitting it with different mohair. It's the drops mohair. But it didn't look good. So as you see, we have a lot of the gray and the white left. So I don't know what happened. I don't, maybe I knitted the different part with the green one too, we'll see. But yeah, so that's the zipper sweater. We finished one sleeve, and then now we are waiting for me to order the mohair. So I guess I can order the mohair from this one too. And then we just need another project, but right now, to be honest, I don't want to buy any more yarn because I don't know where to put it anymore. I have like my cabinets under our TV or our TV stand. That's where all my stash is, I guess. But it's to the point right now where it's full there, and I just have random boxes under my what's it called? Like the table where you work on. It's Schreibtisch in German. But yeah, so I have like 2 or 3 boxes just with yarn because they don't fit in the cabinets anymore, so I just want to get rid of some stashed yarn. So we'll see. A lot of the yarn is from the bed cover, so that's another point why I want to finish it. And then I also have my Acanthus sweater, but let me grab it really fast. So yeah, I have my sweaters in this Ziploc bags. The Acanthus sweater is by KNITS, and it's knitted with the drops alpaca and one strand of the silk mohair on, I think, 3.5 millimeters. But yeah, it's this really pretty lace pattern. We finished the body. It looks really short, so we'll see if I have to add some rows. But it was fine when I put it on, and of course you always can stretch it, and you also have to stretch it a bit just for the lace pattern to come out. But yeah, I'm on my first sleeve and I'm almost done. I don't know what happened with this sweater, but I talked about it before. I'm not on a body island, I'm on sleeve island. I don't know, maybe not hate, but I'm not good with knitting sleeves. With the zipper sweater, I knitted the sleeve in a day. So it's either this way or it takes me, I don't know. I'm not, I guess I knitted on this not longer than a day, but I don't get myself to knit it. I guess I could even just knit 4 rows in a day and it would be fine. But I don't know. So this one, I think it was in this bag for over a week. Yeah, so whatever. Since my last podcast, I did the sleeve part, so the body was already finished. But yeah, I really love the color of this. It's hard to capture it. I had my problems while posting on Instagram too, but I think this one looks pretty good right now. So yeah, it's a mixed yarn from the alpaca and a really light green mohair. I'll put the yarn info somewhere in the video or down below. We'll see how good or motivated I am when editing this video, because I hate editing these videos. So I try to just, I guess, talk and then don't cut things or words I said. But yes, so on to the finished objects, and then we're finished. So one sock of the, what were they called? I think they're called Rocking Chair socks. I don't know by who they're by, so I guess now I have to put it on the screen. But yeah, they have the crease, I think it's called, because they I think I finished them like 3 weeks ago. Oh man, I don't know what's with me right now, but I'm not finishing my things, I just start new ones. But yeah, at first I didn't really like the pattern, but I told myself I really want to knit all of them in order, and if I don't like the end result, I just gift it to someone or just wear it, because who cares, I knitted them. But then again, of course, it takes longer to knit if you're not into it that much or into the pattern. But now I really like them. They still need to be blocked, but it has like a small lace pattern here, and then it has ribbing. And now I think it's really pretty, and I already tried them on and they fit really good. But maybe it's because I don't knit according to pattern with the socks on the book. I just do the, you know, chart for the stitches. Of course I knit according to them, but with lengths and width-wise I always alternate the patterns. So yes, I always do 60 stitches. So if they want more or less, that's how I alternate the pattern. And then yeah, the heel I always do according to pattern, because I don't really care This is not the fastest because I think it's a flap here, or it's called like that in English. I like the short row one, I think it's called more. But yeah, I just did this one according to pattern, and then I just do the length of my foot I like. And the same with the heel, I always do them shorter, because when I knit them according to pattern, most of the socks, the heel was just too long and it was too loose on my heel, and I really had to do some blocking and hot thing, and yes. And of course the length I do how long my foot is, so they fit, always fit good. So yes, that's one finished sock. And then I have another Oslo head, or finished Oslo head. This one is for my dad's birthday. I just took it, he had his birthday on October and we visited him, but they didn't have any wool wash and I needed to still block it. So I took it back home. So I give it to him, or I put it in his on his desk when we'll visit Berlin, because he's not there right now. So yeah, this one I knitted with the sock yarn, the alpaca sock yarn from Hansa Farm. It's a German brand, I think, and it's really soft. I love this yarn. So if you can buy it, try it. I know it's more expensive than other sock yarns. I think it's okay. It's not the most expensive one, but it's still expensive. And it's just so soft. All of their yarns are really good. The only thing with Hansa Farm is you always have to buy a certain amount of balls. So they don't sell single balls. They always sell like sets. So with the sock yarn, I think you have to buy 4 balls, so it's 2 pairs, but I guess store ahead with 2 balls, but I have a lot left of the second one. But yes, but I think, or what I thought I do with the rest of the yarn is to knit a scarf from my 52 weeks of scarves book. So yeah, we'll see about this. And then I have another head. This one is quite different. It's just, I guess, a design by me. It started similar to the Oslo head by Petite Knit. It has like, it's double here, but it was this color. And I just didn't like this one. I like this side more. So I decided to not do a 3rd layer and to just knit it like that. But right now, as I knit, it's the same yarn as the green one, just in a blue color. So here you can maybe see how the green one will turn out, or similar to this. But right now, as I knit this one, I really want to do it that way. So I'm deciding if I want to rip it back and just do it again. So I didn't wove in the ends, so we'll see about that. And then finally, my biggest finished object, it took me a long time, is my Jenny jacket. So I just needed to do the button bands and the collar. So this jacket was finished for 5 months, I don't know. So I'm always on sleeve island and button band island, as I say. And yeah, so it took me a long time to finally finish it. I still need to block it and weave in the ends, but I'll block it after this video, but I wanted to show it to you, so I didn't do it. But yes, so that's the Jenny jacket. It's in the smoke pattern. It's also by Petite Knit. And I knitted this with 1 strand of the baby alpaca by Hansa Farm and 1 strand of the brush alpaca. So yeah, it's really soft, cuddly, and feels good, and I'm so proud of myself to finally finish it. And yes, so I guess we'll wear it soon. And yes, so as I said, we'll do the podcast in different order from back to the beginning, I guess. Just, I don't know, there's really no reason. I just wanted to switch it up a bit. And yes, so today is kind of like my content creating day, because I have free, so I don't have uni today, so I decided to do my content on Thursdays. I want to post the podcast on Sunday maybe, and but I also recorded a couple of different other videos for you, so I can post them while I'm in Berlin or on holiday or whatever. Not holiday, but uni. So it's not holiday. But as I said, I really just have time on Thursdays and I guess the weekend. But on weekends we always do something. And then the next weekend is my birthday, so I don't really have time. But yes, so thank you for everyone that likes watching my videos. I'm kind of bad on doing replying to all your comments, so I guess I'll sit down in the next days and try to reply to all of your comments. And yes, I'm thankful for everyone that watches my video and for everyone that's kind to me. And it's kind of crazy to have people watching me. We're over 200 now. And I never thought that we get to this many people that fast. But yeah, I'm thankful for everything and I hope I see you in my next podcast. But yes, that's it for today and I hope you have a great rest of the day or evening or whatever time you're watching this video. Bye!